Hello dear friends, welcome to FinShapi. I am Ram, I am a CFA charter holder. Today in this session we are going to discuss about Demat account charges. Many people try to know about brokerage charges while opening Demat account, but they may not aware many other charges related to Demat transactions like security transaction tax, stamp duty, exchange transaction tax, GST on them. So we must know about all these charges while opening Demat account itself, because these charges play a lot of role in the profitability of our trades, either maybe intraday or maybe delivery. Okay, we have to come to know what are the charges are there in intraday and what are the charges are there in delivery, because there are different charges would be there for these two kinds of transactions, and many people may not know about what is intraday and what is delivery and difference between these two. Intraday means when we purchase and sell the shares in the same day, that is called intraday. When we purchase today and sell tomorrow or after 1 week or after 1 year, so that is called delivery. Now come to transaction charges between discount brokers and full service brokers. There would be a lot of difference. So I am going to take an example and explain all these transaction charges from the point of view of discount broker and from the point of view of full service broker, so that while opening Demat account you can take a right call. And at the end of the session I am going to discuss what are the key points you must focus while opening the Demat account. So stay tuned till the end of the session. And now let us check these transaction charges with an example. First let us discuss about intraday transaction charges using one example. In this example we assumed that we bought 100 shares at 250 per share. Total amount would be 25,000, and we assumed that we sold for 260 rupees per share, same 100 shares. So total value would be 26,000. In this transaction 1,000 would be the profit. So total turnover would be 25,000 plus 26,000, 51,000. Now let us see what would be the charges on this transaction. I am assuming for this example we are using discount broker Demat account. So now first charge would be brokerage. Brokerage would be 0.01% or 20 rupees, whichever is less for discount brokers. When we calculate brokerage using 0.01 multiply with 51,000, it would be 5.1, which is less than 20 rupees. So I am taking 5.1 here. Next charge would be exchange transaction charge. Stock exchanges also levy some transaction charge because our transactions get triggered in the stock exchanges, right? For NSE it would be 0.0035%, for BSE it would be 0.003% on turnover. So for this transaction I am taking NSE. So when we calculate it would be around 1.8 rupees. And next charge would be GST. GST would be calculated on brokerage plus the exchange transaction charge. So it would be 18% on 5.1 plus 1.8 rupees. It would come 1.2 rupees. Next charge would be security transaction tax. It is levied by the government. For intraday, STT would be levied on sell component. It would be 0.025% on 26,000. It will come 6.5. Next charge would be SEBI turnover fee. As we know that SEBI is the market regulator. SEBI also levy some charge on each transaction. It would be 0.0001%. When we calculate it will come 0.05. I have rounded off it to 0.1. Next charge would be stamp duty, which is levied by the states. Based on the state, this charge may change. For Telangana it is 0.01% or max 100 rupees. For Andhra it is 0.005% or max 50 rupees per day. So I am taking Telangana charge 5.1 rupees for this transaction. So when you add up the total transactions it will come 19.8 rupees or 20 rupees. So when you observe clearly, brokerage is only 5 rupees and other 15 rupees comes from the different charges or the taxes. Now let us see same example for full service broker. Come to brokerage, I am assuming full service broker brokerage would be 0.25, as brokerage for intraday would be anywhere around 0.05 to 0.5%. So I am taking average percentage 0.25. So it would be 127 rupees. In all other charges except GST, all other charges would be same for full service broker also. GST would change because GST is calculated on the brokerage and exchange transaction charge put together, right? So in this case, GST would be 23 rupees. When we check in discount broker, it would be just 1 rupee. Okay, and all other charges like STT, SEBI turnover fee, stamp duty would be same. So total charge would be 164 rupees in this case. Now we can see comparatively about discount broker and full service broker for this transaction. For discount broker, intraday profit would be 1000, total charge would be 20 rupees, net profit would be 980 rupees. For full service broker, intraday profit would be same 1000 rupees, total charge would be 164 rupees, net profit would be 836 rupees. So till now we discussed about intraday transaction charges. Now let us discuss about delivery transaction charges. So in this example, let us assume that we bought 500 shares, 800 rupees per share, total amount would be 50,000. We assume that we sold them at 160 rupees per share after 2 years. Amount would be 80,000, profit would be 30,000, total turnover would be 1,30,000. This example also I am explaining now, assuming we are doing with discount broker Demat account first, and after that I will again explain assuming full service broker. Now let us see the different charges for delivery. Come to brokerage, as we already discussed in some other sessions, discount brokers won't charge anything for delivery. So brokerage would be 0. Come to exchange transaction tax, it would be same for both delivery and intraday. So 0.0035 I am taking, it would be 4.6 rupees. Come to other charge, DP charges. This is additional charge for delivery. This charge levied by the depository participants. In India, we have 2 depository participants. One is NSDL, other one is CDSL. These depository participants maintain all our share certificates with them. So they also levy some amount on each transaction. Rate anywhere around 10 rupees to 20 rupees. This may change from broker to broker because broker also adds few rupees on it. DP charges would be based on the script but not based on the number of shares. It means if you buy either 1 share or 100 shares of HDFC, this charge would be the same. So I am taking 15 rupees here for this charge. Now come to GST. GST is levied on brokerage plus exchange transaction charge plus DP charge. So 18% would be charged on 0 plus 4.6 plus 15 rupees. It would come 3.5 rupees. Now come to security transaction tax. It is a bit more than intraday. Charge would be 0.1% on turnover. So it would be 130 rupees. Next charge would be SEBI turnover fee. It would be same 0.0001%. It would be 0.1 rupees. Stamp duty may change from intraday to delivery, but for Telangana Andhra there wouldn't be any change. So I am taking Telangana charge 0.01% on turnover. It would be 13 rupees. So when you add up all these charges, total charge would be 166 rupees for this delivery transaction. Now let us see the same example for full service broker. Brokerage I am assuming 0.3%, as brokerage for delivery would be up to 0.6% these full service brokers take. So I am assuming 0.3%. So when we calculate, 153 rupees would be brokerage on 1,30,000, and exchange transaction charge would be same, DP charges would be same, but again GST would change because GST is calculated on brokerage plus exchange transaction charge plus DP charges. So it would come 31 rupees. Security transaction tax would be same for both full service broker and discount broker. SEBI turnover fee and stamp duty also would be same. So total charge for delivery would come around 346 rupees. Now let us look at this transaction comparatively. For discount broker, intraday profit would be 30,000. Total charge would be 166 rupees. Net profit would be 29,834 rupees. For full service broker, intraday profit would be same 30,000. Total charge would be 347 rupees. Net profit would be 29,650 rupees. Till now we discussed various charges levied on intraday trading transaction as well as delivery transaction. So what other charges and taxes would be there? There are few other charges and taxes are there. These are also very important. Many people not aware of these charges. Now let us look at them. First charge would be annual maintenance charge. It would be anywhere around rupees 300 to 900 per year. It will differ based on the Demat account which you take. And the second charge would be account opening charges. Account opening charges may be between 0 to 1000. And third charge would be call and trade charges. Discount brokers typically charge around 20 rupees per transaction when you make a call and ask them to do a trade. So please note this. Now come to taxes. When you do intraday, either they are equity intraday or futures and options, whatever income you earn from those transactions, that income will be called as a speculative income. So it will be included in your other income head and taxed as per your income tax slab. Please note that this is not taxed either as a short-term capital gain or as a long-term capital gain. They are different. Now come to short-term capital gain tax. If you bought some shares and sold them within a year, whatever capital gain you got on that transaction, that is levied with 15% short-term capital gain tax. And now come to long-term capital gain tax. If you sold some shares after holding period of 1 year and you got some capital gain, on that you are required to pay 10% tax subject to up to 1 lakh rupees. Long-term capital gain would be tax free. So I have covered most of the charges which are levied on intraday and delivery. Now let us see the most important point, how to choose a stockbroker. When you observe these intraday and delivery transactions, most of the costs go to brokerage. And the brokerage is the most important point you should focus while selecting your Demat account. And come to second one, annual maintenance charge. As we pay this regularly every year, we should also focus on annual maintenance charge of stockbroker which you are opening. And come to third one, apart from the charges, third important point is technology. Technology is playing very crucial role because there are best mobile trading apps are available now. Using them you can do trading, you can invest in different investments. So choosing best mobile app is also one of the important factor. If you don't have a Demat account till now, I suggest open your Demat account with discount brokers. I have given discount broker Demat account opening links in the description of this video. You can make use of them. I also gave account opening process video links also. You can also make use of them. I have done about this session, friends. Hope you like it. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe now. You are going to get many more such educational videos. Thank you.